What's up? What's up? What's up? Go grab gadgets. It's your electric expert, David Gademshi, and I am super excited, man. So today I have this mail-in iPhone XR, and this iPhone XR is busted. Let me show you. Hello. Yeah. All right. So not too bad, but definitely something that you want to call us for. So let's get super excited and jump right into it. We want to get our battery discharged. So we want to turn the phone off. Let me be a little bit more slow with that. There you go. Let's invite our screw mat. So helpful to have this from Phone Doctors. I would love to get a Go Grab Gadgets mat like this. And it's nature. March, and got some ants running around. If you want to actually get rid of ants and you don't want to actually invite all the toxic chemicals to your home and the people surrounding you and the animals that you might have and your children, because sometimes these exterminators come over here and spray some toxic chemicals and they tell you not to go outside for 24 hours, go to the link in this description at tasteofvegan.com and you can learn how to get rid of these guys naturally. All right? And we just did ours, so they're not coming in anymore, but they are here until they're gone. So let's go ahead and proceed with our repair. The first thing we want to do is, we have our phone here ready, and we have our tools. I have my pencil lobe. Actually, I'm not holding a pencil lobe. I saw two Phillips in my hand. Hold on. There it goes. Yeah, he was hiding in the corner somewhere. All right. So I got my pencil lobe and my Phillips, and you guys know we got our security screws at the back. Let's go ahead and start with that. Well, before we get actually into that, I want to use my screw. Actually, no need. I was going to get my screw mat, but no need. So let's jump right into it to get these two pencil lobes dislodged and creating an array for my remembrance. All right, so now that we have our screws removed, the iPhone XR is a little bit different than some of the phones, more so like the iPhone X. You can easily move yourself right into it on the left or right of the charging port with your flat metal pry tool. But the other thing is, if you're able to get it in like that, then it's pretty much going to be easy. On the newer phones like the iPhone 12 Pro Max, you may want to start with the suction cup. So using the line or the horizontal aspect of the tool, I'm lifting the screen up. I'm sure you can see it coming up a little bit. And once I have it up, I'm pivoting around to the corner. And once I have it to the corner, and I'm a little bit on the side, like here I am, I'm using this bend method here, all right? But this is pretty good for where we want it to go. And then we want to invite our plastic spudger. Now when we get our plastic spudger in here, had to come underneath the blade, and then we're just gonna twist and also start sliding upward. Like so. And come back around to the side. Now this is the damaged area, and this is the reason why I didn't come here first, because I would like to preserve the LCD if possible. So that's all the way up to the top. All right. Not pulling it off, but just checking out the adhesive. You'll see the cables on the far right side on the iPhone XR when it's facing you. Using the flat side of the spudger to get inside here and clear up this adhesive at the top, while I'm also using my finger here to press on the screen. Just kind of like scanning around. And then I can see that there's still some adhesive here on the top left. I'm gonna use the flat side and kind of just chew it out. And this frame is actually separating from the glass, so this phone screen has probably been on here for a long time. Alright, so that's the opening of the iPhone XR. So, now that we're inside, I'd like to show you guys our new part. This is how it's looking right now. Set that aside though, because I know where I want it to be. So the next thing we want to do is disconnect our Face ID, and we want to also separate the display cables. So we're going to need our Y zeros, our Y00. I'm going to start over here. Since the phone is off, I'm going to go ahead and proceed, but the best way to remove about this is to remove the battery. And since I'm making the video and I'm telling you guys, I know I should do what I'm even saying, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Alright, and you want to have some tweezers on, because tweezers are always good to have. I'll show you guys my screen or my screw array before I So you have to lift the cable to get underneath to this one over here in the top left. Tweezers are good to have.com. Alright, so let's continue to get the bottom left for the shield holding the battery. Hold on, let's make sure we're in the groove correctly. There you go. It seems that my screwdriver is magnetized, but it's seeming that the magnetization is starting to diminish a little bit. So what I'm going to do briefly, I'm going to recharge it. This is a positive and negative magnet demagnetize. Just so that we're picking them up immediately. And then there's one that's a little bit more further back on the right. You get that one out. Yeah, came right with it. There it goes. Alright, so now you can see from the far right, the top left, you can see on the right, on the top left of the SIM card reader, you can see the wire of which the battery is lined. You can see that, right? Hopefully you guys can see that. And that's where we're going to start our disconnect. Alright, and then you can see it very clearly that that is the battery there. Alright, so then from here we're going to remove the last couple screws up here at the top. So this driver is not showing me so much love right now. Its pickup rate. Hold on 1 second, guys. I could be using my kit right now, but it's in my bag, and I just wanted to run up and then all up into this. So let's go ahead. I switched to another Y00. This is a 0.7 millimeter bit. Oh, that's a Phillips. All right. All right, no problem. All success. Great. So now actually we have to loosen up this Phillips here. And then we'll now remove the shield. All right. Now I'm going to show you guys. Actually, you guys can see the screen array. Just zoom into it for you, so you guys can see the screen array. And now we're going to go ahead and use our black spudger to disconnect the cable here, connecting the screen. Like that. And we have these two here as well for the display. One. Two. All right, so a little bit of adhesive there holding it together. Kind of like, who's that guy? Venom on Spider-Man? Yeah, like kind of like Venom's good stuff. So, now that we have that, set this aside. And we want to get this Face ID off of here so that it's ready and available on our new display. So what we're going to do is, first we're going to start with this super tiny Y000 up here at the top. Get him situated. And then we have the rest of them are Phillips screws. So we'll have our Phillips. One. And two. Three. All right. Now you can lift up the Face ID from the bottom, but the cable is actually connected from the bottom. So you flip it down and then you get underneath. And from underneath, you move over to the left with your black spudger, and then you go over towards the microphone cable. But you want to make sure that you're underneath the microphone cable and you are watching yourself penetrate the adhesive underneath it. And use your twist your wrist so that you can see it coming up. Then we move over to the infrared sensor. Now this one here, I would actually love to bring in some heat because it would help, but if you're paying attention and looking well underneath, you should be able to use your twisting method to get a good amount of movement, and there it goes. So now the next part here is that there's this little grounding clip on the top of this phone, and you just want to pick this up here. That's kind of small, but so we have that, and now we want to, starting from the last component we dislodged, we're going to move underneath. You don't have to get all the way underneath that one, actually. Hold on one second. I'm gonna put my finger over top of it and pick it up with some pressure, but just not leaving it alone so that it's being hardly rocked, and it just comes out like that. But it is a slightly difficult for the first time, maybe. But if you put your finger over top of it and you bring it up with some pressure, it should come up with you. All right, so now we have our Face ID. And this is the broken display, so we're gonna set this aside. Now we're gonna invite the new display here, the new screen, if you guys can see. This film is the only thing that you could actually compare or really notice a difference with. You see the component here is a little different here. This one's covered up with some tape. So let's go ahead and get it started. Oh, second what? Okay. So this, well, they can actually do it like that. That's okay. Yeah, because they still show up where they need to, so that's okay. So I'm going to peel this tape on here so that this cable can lay down correctly. Y'all want to wrestle the whole way? I don't want to peel the tape off no more. All right. I've never seen it this difficult to peel. And most times it's actually already on there. There it goes. All right. So we have that cable down. And so what we want to do is start to assemble our Face ID. So first we're going to peel this here. All right. And now we want to go ahead and align the infrared bar into this, I said Face ID, excuse me y'all, this loudspeaker and infrared scanner that helps with everything. All right, hold on. Let's line this up first. And we know exactly when it's in there. You'll feel it. And we want to get that clip that we took off to go back on as well next. So this one here. Okay, so that's it. And we're going to do this flip up and line up the screw holes. So let's go ahead and place our Phillips back in. Hopefully that's inspiring to somebody because I've been doing this for like 7 years. 7 years is an inaccurate statement. I recognize that it's about 9 years from the first time I actually started the first repair. I think the first photo I saw was in 2013 that I recorded. 2013, yeah, about 9 years. And I think I just lost a screw. Oh. Just keep pushing it through it. Just get our way all the way. No screws left behind. But if one falls on the carpet, don't worry. If you have a magnet, you can find it. Alright, so now we have to do now we get to put our pentalobe, not a pentalobe, our Y00 screw in the top left corner. Securing everything back into place. Now, this is optional because if we look at this phone, we can see that some, but not all of the adhesive has been disrupted. Mostly on this left hand side, the adhesive has been disrupted. And we did get an adhesive string repair. What we're going to do is now connect the digitizer LCD cables and the ear speaker cables. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that. Line them up, get a small feel for them, and apply some pressure and test to see if you receive some feedback. If you need to, double check to make sure. Starting on the opposite side as you started and feel the feedback, which is the click. Or if it's loud like that, you know you're really good to go. They're definitely good to go as well. All right, so now these cables are twisting a little bit, but so what I'm gonna do is now that I have all the cables connected, I'm gonna connect the battery. Feel that one, and then we're gonna replace our connector shield. This is the 000, so I'm gonna hold the screen because I seen that the cables were straining a little bit, and I don't want them to strain too much, so I'm kind of holding them with my pinky and my ring finger, and then I switch over to my thumb and my index, and then got the first one in. Make sure that this is over the screw hole. I'm just gonna drop it now. I feel the shield is helping a little bit, but I don't know. Let's make sure that we can get underneath. Number 2. And number 3. So then now we're going to do digitizer shield. Then we're going to do the next. And we'll go to the display cable shield. Now this shield, we want to make sure that the grounding cable is under the shield so that the screw goes on top of it. So I'm gonna come in this way, lay the cable down a little bit, and then just get this to go like that. All right, and then this one was 000, I believe. On the Y, yes, and then the top right one was the Phillips, so let's switch. Let's get the Phillips in there. switch back to the 000. Let's do these last two. All right. All right, so now that we have all of our screws in place, we're able to now proceed in closing the phone. Before we close the phone though, I'm gonna kind of just hold it up the way it would. I'm gonna see if it give it power on. We could even start testing before we put the shield on. I'm very confident in these suppliers, even though sometimes we have hiccups like, wait, where is these stickers coming from? Why is it not already stuck on there? What's going on? But the quality always remains top notch. So let's see what's going on here. All right. We're definitely displaying good. Definitely responding well. Let's go ahead and just make sure we have any dead spots. Let's go ahead and skip this. Face ID. Let's start it. All right. Still seeing me good. Still looking me good. Yep. Face ID working good, man. Let's go ahead and cancel. And that's all I wanted to test there. All right. Now that we have everything's working there, we're going to go ahead and start at the top when we're placing the screen back in. Starting at the top. And then we're then working ours to the volume side. Volume buttons, pressing in, feeling that click. Over there to power, click and collect. On the way down to the bottom right corner. The bottom left corner. Look like we got something. Look like we got something, y'all. The bottom left corner isn't just taking a seat like it's supposed to. So let's investigate what's going on so we can make sure that this is going to be what we want. So we got to kind of take everything off, which is okay. The adhesive is talking about, man, we just started hanging out, man. We got to go already. It's like, hold up. All right. I always get kind of curious what could stop it. These, like, if it's like a screw or something, but you know, I don't have no screws left behind. So I always think that first. But I want to get that side in there. It seems like it went in perfectly. And then let's move to the right side. Right side's cooperating. Yes, indeed. Man, that puts it together, man. You can't even really feel that it's been replaced. It's just sitting seamless right now. All right, so let's go ahead and now place our pentalobes back in. And screw them in. And so there you have it, y'all. So that is how you do the iPhone X screen replacement. I don't know if I should really set up this phone right now. I think it's too late. Yeah, I think that last click made it too late. Well, we'll figure it out. But thank you guys for watching this video on the iPhone XR replacement. This is your brother Gadamshi David. I'm super excited about this. And if you guys are watching this video, make sure to check the link in video description so that you can learn about all the opportunities that you have to work with me to learn about how to do this service. to yield the service to people around you, your community, your friends and family. So with that being stated, I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay whole, feeling the love, and I'll see you there. Peace.